What's going on YouTube? In this video, I'm going to talk about what I would do if I had to start real estate investing again from scratch. So if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Sean. I'm a real estate investor, hard money lender, and real estate agent based here in the Bay Area. And on this channel, we go over real estate investing tips, strategies, and current events to help you become a real estate investing boss. Now, a big question that a lot of people ask me is, how do you get started? And as a real estate investor who's been doing this for 5+ years now, a lot of things that I do now, I take for granted because I've done this for a while now. I understand the systems and it seems pretty easy. But to a lot of people who are just getting started, there are a lot of hurdles out there, and there are a lot of people out there who are confused on what to do first. And so I have to put myself in their shoes and think, if I had to start all over again, what would I do? So again, if you guys don't know who I am, I have been investing for about 5+ years. I have a portfolio of around 22 units with my girlfriend over in the East Coast, and I've also flipped some properties locally here in the Bay Area. And just by doing all this for a few years and understanding the ups and downs of the market, I've made some amazing profits on some deals, and I've also lost a lot of money on some deals as well. So by going back and thinking from scratch, if I was a brand new real estate investor and had to do it all over again, starting from basically nothing, what would I do differently? Honestly, I would say that the number one most important thing that you need to do as a brand new anything really is to increase your network. Luckily, the real estate investing community is very large. There are a lot of enthusiastic people out there who want to meet up in person, and you can find them on like meetup.com. And you can definitely join our meetup group. We meet up twice a month, and the link is going to be down in the description below. But with meetups, it's great because you get to talk to people from all different types of real estate investing backgrounds, whether they're brand new people, whether they're super serious investors, and the different types of investors. Like some people invest in multifamily, some people flip houses, some people buy properties out of state, some people buy rentals in state. You really have to just talk to people and find out their strategies and what they're interested in. Find the person that's doing what you want to do in the field and somehow add value to them. Offer to do the tasks that they don't want to do anymore. Like most seasoned investors don't want to door knock anymore. So you can offer to be a bird dog for them. You can door knock, you can send out postcards, and when you find a good deal, you can bring it to them and then hopefully share some of the profits or have them pay you out as just like a referral fee. Networking with different people is super important. So as an example, when I first got started in the business, I didn't have too many connections. I went to the meetups and I listened to the presentations. I watched YouTube videos like this one. I listened to a lot of podcasts. So I understood how to do things. I understood the ideas behind them, but I didn't really know who to talk to. So when it came to getting a lender for my 30-year fixed mortgages, I didn't really know who to turn to. Before then, I got a mortgage on this property, but that was just some random broker who could only do deals in California. What was I going to do if I wanted a property out of state? Most of the people I called at the time, they didn't really understand investing per se. So they couldn't really give me the right loan for those properties. Well, lo and behold, at a networking group, I asked everybody, I said, hey, do you know anyone that can give me a loan over in Florida? And surprisingly, I was referred to a connection who worked at Wells Fargo. So apparently Wells Fargo can do loans like this. You just have to know the right loan officer. And when it came to flipping houses, for my first flip, I heard that you can buy properties with hard money loans. But I didn't know any hard money lenders. So I had to make random phone calls. I asked my friends on Facebook, and some people referred me to a broker. Now, brokers are cool and all, but the thing is, brokers actually charge you more money up front. You're gonna be paying an extra 1 or 1.5% of origination fees because a broker needs to get paid. Now, obviously, for everyone here watching this channel, you don't need to go looking for another hard money lender because you can just ask me. We'll be sure to give you guys the best rates. But it was hard to find these different people in different trades. So I didn't know any good lenders. It was hard for me to find good contractors. I didn't even know that many agents that could sell my properties for me, because I had heard that as an agent, you don't want to sell your own properties because it's too much liability. So even then, I had to go and find partners. And luckily, I was able to partner with a top agent in the area who was willing to do a lot of my deals at a discount because I'm getting her a lot of business. But it was hard making those connections. And if I could go back in time, I would definitely spend more time talking to more people, finding people who are willing to partner with me on deals, finding good resources for lenders, contractors, agents, etc. Because the thing about real estate investing as well, when you're doing deals, you need to have a good source of deal flow. Otherwise, you're one and done. You finish your flip project and that's it. So you get your deal flow from two main sources, right? One's from someone else and one's from yourself. Now, if you're doing it yourself, then you have to send out postcards, you have to cold call, create these whole campaigns, or if you're getting deals from other people, you have to treat them right, pay them, and always be super responsive. So it's kind of like a lot to juggle. And now that I've been doing this for a few years, I've found that if you do all the research yourself, if you make the cold calls yourself, you send out the direct mails, you're gonna get better deals with more profit on them. But it's a lot more time consuming because you're out there, you're cold calling people, you're receiving inbound calls from your postcards, and oftentimes they can be very negative, right? Like you're calling people, they pick up and they curse at you. And personally, it was such a negative environment that I just stopped doing that. I don't want to be the guy that's out there prospecting deals. I'd rather partner with them on their deals. deals. And so that's why I focus on the other side, which is creating connections, talking to more agents, talking to more wholesalers. So when they have a deal, they think of me first because they know that I have the money and the means to actually execute and complete the deal. And another thing about networking is finding good partners. One thing that I learned is you don't have to do everything alone. There are different roles for different people. Like maybe you're better at project managing, maybe you're better at finding deals, or maybe you just have the money to do the deals yourself. So you can structure things differently in the way that makes sense for everybody. So back then, I was only relying on myself to do everything. Find the deal, fund it, and project manage it. Now it's a little bit different because I have these platforms. I'm able to connect with different people. I have a lot of people who are sending me deals. I have people who have money that want to find deals. So I can be in the middle and potentially project manage. And it feels safer for everyone involved because the people who are generally prospecting and finding deals, they may not have the money. So people are always asking, how can I get into real estate investing with no money? Well, the money needs to come from somewhere, but it doesn't have to be your money. If you can partner with the right people, then you'll know for a fact that if you can get a deal at a good price, then you're for sure going to be able to close. And that boosts your confidence because you know that it's going to get done and you're going to get paid out. So you can do more and more deals. So back to my main point, networking is probably the most important thing that I should have done more deliberately. Like, don't get me wrong, I was going to meetups every single month, but you need to actually go out there, talk, build solid connections, and find ways to add value to multiple people. Now, the second thing that I would have done is I would not have over leveraged. So people who are new to investing, they, again, generally don't have a lot of money, and they're trying to get hard money loans for their flip projects at 90% of purchase price and 100% of rehab costs. And while we used to do that back in the past, it was very expensive for the borrower. You're paying 8, 9, 10% on that money every single year. And if your project doesn't sell and you're at such high leverage, then you have no option unless you want to come to the closing table with a check to pay down the lender. I made the mistake of over leveraging on 3 properties at the same time. And so that left me in a position where I wasn't able to cash flow. I wasn't able to do anything. Like I had to sell at a loss. Whereas if I was a little bit more conservative and I maybe had some partners who had a lot of capital, if the deal went south, we could probably convert that hard money loan into like a cash play, just pay off the loan and hold on to it while the market appreciates. So again, it's okay to get a loan on a property, but I wouldn't get like 3, 4, 5 projects at the same time, especially when you're brand new, you're just starting out. Just take it slow, 1, 2, 3 projects. And then when you have experience, when you have a solid crew that you can trust, then start scaling your empire and doing multiple projects at the same time. And another thing that I wish I did differently is I should have focused more on buying rental properties from the beginning instead of transitioning into flip projects right away. The thing with rental properties is it's very stable, pretty simple once you set up your team, but then it gets boring. I wasn't super excited about getting $200 or $300 extra per month in passive income, after paying for all the expenses. It just wasn't as exciting as being able to potentially get $200,000 from a flip project. And again, a big problem with buying rental properties is you're putting 20 or 25% down every time you buy a rental property, and eventually you run out of cash. So you do need to get some way to get money, and working a full-time job does not really give you that kind of income that quickly. So you're going to be limited to buying 1 or 2 rentals per year. For someone that wants to scale really quickly, that's not fast enough. You want to get 20 units ASAP. And so what do? You try different methods, like you try selling houses as an agent, or you try flipping houses as an investor. But the cool thing about rental properties is it's such low risk. You buy a property, it appreciates over time, the rents increase over time, your mortgage payment is going down, so you're actually making a pretty good return, and it snowballs because the cash flow you get from this one property can then be used to buy your next property, etc., etc. And as you do more and more deals with a similar agent in these markets, then they're going to feed you more deals. If you have more deals with a property manager, then your overall rate can decrease, right? If you have a huge portfolio with one property management company, then instead of charging you 10%, they might charge you 9% or 8%. And then at the end of the day, your passive income is increasing, which is truly the metric for financial freedom. So for example, let's say you invested, in 10 Bitcoin back in the day. Cool, now my net worth is increased by $300,000, but it's not like I'm going to sell that Bitcoin, right? And I'm not getting any dividend income from the Bitcoin either. Yeah, my net worth is high, but how am I going to tap into that money to use it? Whereas for cash flow, well, they're just paying you out every single month. You can use that to reinvest in something else, or you can use that to support your lifestyle, which is exactly what I did when, COVID hit last year. When COVID hit, I wasn't working full time, but thank God I had these rental properties because they were paying for my lifestyle. Because of my rentals, I was still able to make the mortgage payments. I was still able to go out and buy takeout food. So in general, the rental properties create passive income streams that allow you to live the lifestyle you want to live. So in summary, if I were to start all over again, I would, number 1, focus on networking. I would join as many meetup groups as possible, talk to as many investors as possible, and, just try to be friends with them. And find the people that are doing the things that you want to do and just be friends with them. Try to add value in their lives, set up lunch meetings with them, hang out, do whatever it takes, to learn, partner with them, and find maybe 2 or 3 of each type of vending trade, because you never know when you're gonna need an expert in the field. So I would say find 2 HVAC specialists, find 2 flooring people, find 2 general contractors, find 2 solid lenders. I'll be one of them. and potentially find a partner that will partner with you on your flip deals. And hopefully they have a lot of money to fund your deals. Secondly, when given the opportunity, don't scale too fast and don't over leverage if you can help it. The leverage will kill you if the market turns and will erase 5 years of your income growth. And then finally, when you're given the opportunity, buy more rental properties. We bought more rental properties recently and our cash flow has just increased exponentially. It's super satisfying to see your portfolio grow and grow and grow, and enables you to have less stress because now you know, okay, I'm getting a solid $2, $3, $5, $7, $10,000 per month in positive cash flow. If something happens to our full-time jobs, we're not scared because we know that we have that consistent passive revenue coming every single month, and the market's appreciating and our debt's getting paid down. So a lot of synergies with just buying rental properties over time instead of just chunking it all into flip projects. Well, I hope you guys all enjoy this video about what I would do if I were to start all over with real estate investing. If you did, please take 2 seconds to smash the like button to let YouTube know that you guys enjoy videos just like this one. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos just like this one. Again, we go over real estate investing tips and strategies, help you become a real estate investing boss. And let me know down in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with my strategies for a brand new real estate investor. What is something that's more important that you should be doing as a new investor versus the 3 things I mentioned here in this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.